Hi people, Chilli here from Live Listen Erased, and on this 5-minute review episode we're going to go over a band that I haven't really had a chance to check out, Sticky Fingers, with their newest album, Lekkerboy. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. They say that you are only a true Sydney-sider if you have a story about Sticky Fingers, so let me give you my fairly average story regarding me and Sticky Fingers. Not too long ago, I had a photo pop up on my memory on Facebook of some Mr. Miyagi looking dude that I took from 6 years ago. It was an odd post, so I reposted it, and turns out that this mad lad is still alive and kicking, and he's still doing his signs. In fact, only recently he was seen at the Easter show, and before that he was holding some signs about Tony Abbott being a CVNT. Go spell that one. A friend then commented saying how he was on an album cover of one of his favourite bands, and my inquisitive nature asked, who is this band? And he told me it was Sticky Fingers, and it was a band that I actually had on my list to review, but I actually hadn't done too much research. I didn't see the album cover, so I didn't know about that little facet. So, as if by some kind of cosmic fate, I was drawn to check out the album, and here we are. The guy on the album cover is Danny Lim, and he was a local member at Stratford Council in 2008. He was arrested for having a sign stating Tony, you referencing Tony Abbott and calling him, well, you get it. The charges were dismissed in a court case. So, that's my fairly average Sticky Fingers story. Better than you expected, right? Now, let's get into the album. From the opening track, My Rush, we know that we are in for an epic ride and a massively chilled track. This song has an incredible build-up throughout, and has an incredible payoff right in the middle section there. It's a great song, and a fantastic opener from this album. It sets the mood straight away for how the rest of this album is going to be played out. The soulful tune Napalm comes up next, and, well, it's emotively impactful. A very lonesome guitar plays through with an incredible guitar tuning as well, and also fantastic playing. It's just drawing me together to listen to it. It's a very short song, but it does well to draw you into it. The title track is next with Lekkerboy, and it's a fantastic and simple tune. It does a great chill vibe.
The vibe
could be played at an Ivy bar in the middle of a Sunday sesh or whatever, but it's an incredible track. I love this track. Fantastic. Saves the Day kind of has a weird start. I thought it was going to go in a bluesy direction with that little guitar twang, but the song is actually quite a polished kind of pop song. Maybe not my vibe compared to the rest of this album. It does throw it off a little bit, but maybe someone else's vibe. Overall, it's a decent enough track. I wouldn't exactly skip it, but it's not high up on my rotation for the rest of this album. The next song is Love Song, and this is an acoustic track. It's short, it does break up the monotony sometimes. That can be, well, just chilled tracks, and it is a really good track, you know. It's just simple song, and just listen to the lyrics and tune out. We Can Make the World Glow is the following track, and talk about a song that can make you just feel like you're drifting away. I feel like when I play this song, I can just close my eyes and feel myself in another world. It's such an amazing song. I love this track. Seriously, play this track right now. Lupo the Wolf is the next song up, and this is a bit of an odd song. It kind of reminds me a bit of the tunes that Lily Allen would play way back in her early career. That sound of, I think it's like a semi-reggae type of tune. It's not my style. Don't particularly dig this song. Where I'm From is the following track, and this is a fairly simple pop song. I don't mind it, but once again, it's just not a song that does it for me. There's probably a few other tracks that are better and higher rated, in my opinion, at least on this album. Still, it's not a bad song. Crooked Eyes is the next one, and this is a very good track. I like the chilled jam throughout. Look, Sticky Fingers are very chilled in general, but they just flowed seamlessly with this nice little drum beat in the background, you know, minimal guitar approach, very fine, just beautiful track again. An incredible song by the lads, another great standout track probably. Smoke Ring is the following track, and to me this feels like a bit of a sleeper song. It doesn't have many plays on Spotify, at least from what I can see at the moment, but it has a great vibe to it.
The vibe.
You know, and it just builds up to a point where it just gets into a quick drum pattern. It's got high energy compared to most of the album, really. And that's a really good change of songs, I guess, throughout this album. Instead of flowing off into a slower back end of the album, here's this song all of a sudden, you know, with Smoke Rings, and it just changes it up. Like, oh, okay, yep, that was good. That was very good, actually. So, yes, I really dig this song. It's good. Any Day Now is the next track, and straight up when I was listening to this, I thought, is this like a lo-fi beat song that has lyrics over the top of it? They have this ability with their drums and keyboards to make it sound like one of those lo-fi, you know, study songs or whatever, but we've got the lyrics over the top of it. But they do stick out a little bit more than those ones. It's not a bad track. It's very chilled. Once again, I'm going to use that song so many times. I should keep a counter. Where am I up to now? But no, it's a very solid song. Queen is the following track, and talking about the same point here, but that kind of lo-fi drum beat. Oh, it's perfect blend to the guitar parts here. I love the tone in this song. The tone on the guitar, that is. It's got this amazing sound throughout, and it's mesmerizing. Melting. Not a face melter, but actually melting like butter. Great song. Just, oof. Multiple Facets of the Same Diamond is the last track on this album. And I have to say, it's a fantastic track. It's build up to the wave, and then the guitar just kicks in. It's incredible. It's a great closing track for this album, and a great album overall. Look, this album on the whole has been a fantastic listen. I listened to this probably about 5 or 6 times, and then started listening to their back catalogue as well. And it just got a great sound. It's one of those bands really that I unfortunately put aside and didn't get the chance to really listen to, and that's my mistake. I will be listening to a bit of their sounds a bit more often now. You know, you could listen to them on a Sunday afternoon or whatever, barbecue, sunny days. It just feels like a very upbeat kind of band, a very upbeat sound that they bring with them. And I know I'm saying this again, they've got this amazing chilled vibe.
The vibe?
Yeah, count that one on the ding right there. I've had an interesting perspective on Australian music in the recent last couple of weeks anyway, in particular with Spiderbait's review, I think it was last week, and now Sticky Fingers' review. So it's kind of like Triple J's sound from 30 years ago compared to the Triple J sound of now. And to see the evolution, I guess, of sound, music, and all that on a whole, it's an interesting thing to look over. You know, we see these things slowly over time, but I guess to see it so quickly over the space of about a week or two, that's just such a drastic thing to look at. But I did take a time to step back and look at it on the whole, and it's also a great thing to admire. These new musicians popping up, producing incredible albums that really are lasting the times. And I can't wait to see these guys and what they have to see in the future. They've got a great blend of indie rock, reggae, and psychedelic or Neo Psychadelic or whatever you want to call it, sounds that they bring to their band. And it's fantastic to listen to, it really is. I'm surprised that I think the only track I really heard before this review, was Flight 101, which was an incredible song. And now I am going to be checking out a lot of their back catalogue. So if there's any sticky fingers out there, comment below and let me know what I should start on, really. Because at the moment, I'm just kind of going, which way do I go? So, what is my score? Overall, I think the album deserves 1,500,000 chilies on the spicy scale. It's got a very slick production to it. Fantastic sound. It's not too long of an album, it's not too short either. 13 amazing songs to be heard with a variety of styles. My favourite songs probably were My Rush, We Can Make the World Glow, and the final track, of course, which was Multiple Facets of the Same Diamond. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, make sure to share and like this video. Stay spicy, everyone.
It's the vibe, and no, that's it. It's the vibe.
Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please consider liking it and sharing it with your friends. And also don't forget to subscribe to our Chilli Con Carnage Crew to stay updated on our newest videos. We're also on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Live Listen Erased. Please join us on those media platforms for all kinds of updates and discussions regarding music. And as always, stay spicy. Remember to bleep that.